What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 7 of Inside the D. The Premier League just started this past weekend, and we're going to do a tier list, and we're going to do our full predictions 1 through 20. So we're going to switch screens now and show you the list. What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 7 of Inside the D. The Premier League just started this past weekend, and we're going to do a tier list, and we're going to do our full predictions 1 through 20. So we're going to switch screens now and show you the list. And we're going to start at the top with the first position and go all the way down to the relegation. So for the champions, Parker, who do you have winning the league this year?
Winning the league this year, I got City, Man City.
And why is
Obvious for me. They just got the depth, and I don't know if they'll be injury prone this year, but I feel like they just have the talent this year. And Liverpool is just
even if they are injury prone, they still have the depth in pretty much every position.
Yeah.
Eco, what do you got?
I have Man City, because I think they're gonna win by far, but I think if Liverpool is able to get Thiago from Bayern Munich, I think that'll really help their midfield, and I think they'll be able to contend. But I'm gonna have to agree with Parker. It's got to be Man City.
Okay, so I think it's gonna be a tight race, but I'm gonna put Manchester City as the champions. So you can go ahead and stick that one in the top tier. I think it's got to be Man City. We're going to go to the second position. Again, we all have our own predictions, and we're going to put them accordingly, and we're going to try and agree on some of these things. So second position, I mean, what do we got here?
But before you guys go and say Chelsea, I'm going to start off with a reasonable prediction. I think Liverpool's going to finish second. They were looking a little weak week one, We saw them. They weren't playing that great at the end of last season. They didn't start off the season amazing.
Okay.
Virgil van Dijk, honestly, I think he's fallen off. He is playing so bad. It's not even funny.
You did not just say that. You did not.
Remember when I said in episode 5 maybe where I was like, oh, Dybala's falling off? I realized that I made a mistake when I said that. I think Van Dijk had a few good bad games, but I mean. He's not falling off.
When's the last time you watched Van Dijk play and you were like, wow, this guy's good?
I think it's because Van Dijk has to cover for Trent.
They haven't played in a while either. Trent had a bad game too, but you think he's falling off?
Well, Trent can't really defend, but.
Well, all right. Virgil van Dijk, good or not, I think they're still going to finish above Chelsea.
Okay. All right. I'm going to respectfully disagree with that, actually. I have put I probably should have put them winning the league, but I felt as if second place is a bit more realistic. I have the boys in blue. I have Chelsea playing really well this season, all their new signings. The first half in the Brighton game today was a bit shaky, a bit wonky, but in the second half they came into play. And I think that it's going to be a really good season for Chelsea fans and for the Chelsea players. So I'm going to put them at second place. Parker?
I'm going to have to agree with you as long as Ruben Loftus-Cheek never starts again.
Eco, you know what that means? That means that Liverpool gets bumped down. So, third place. I'm going to let Eco state his case here and see what he thinks.
Wow.
Or do you want to put Liverpool?
Liverpool now, okay. And we'll put them at third place, I guess, even though I think they're going to play better than Chelsea. Okay. Because you guys are going to get mad at me.
Go ahead.
Chelsea didn't have a great performance today. They had good plays. They had a couple.
Can I stop you?
No. For the amount of money that they have spent, they should be blowing away Brighton.
You're right. But how much money on those players that they spend did they play today? I mean, Werner played, yeah.
Half your money. Werner and Havertz were half the money you guys spent.
That's true.
And Werner played well. Don't get me wrong. Havertz, a 4 out of 10 rating.
Disaster class.
What, 60, 70, what was it, 70?
That 4 out of 10 rating came from me. That's not very reliable. But because I was double screening it with history class, so I don't know how reliable that was. But no, he didn't play well.
That's pretty reliable.
Yeah, no, he didn't play well. But here's the thing. You want to talk about new signings. Ziyech out. Chilwell out. Thiago Silva out. First of all, Kovacic suspended.
Best player from last season.
Pulisic injured. Like, we had a lot of core players.
Brighton.
And?
Brighton's actually better than you'll give him credit.
Oh, okay.
I have him at fourth place. I'm just kidding. Right. Best player on the field, Tariq Lamptey. What a player.
No, he actually is the hardest working on that pitch today. Second on Timo.
He played unbelievably. Anyway.
Tariq's hardest, then Timo.
I agree. No, I actually agree. All right, so you got Liverpool at second, but you're going to put them at third.
Yeah.
Parker, do
Yeah.
you agree? Okay, great.
I agree.
Here's what I said for third place. And let me explain. It was actually a tough one to see who would finish, second or third. It was never Liverpool for me. It was going to be Manchester United. I had Manchester United outperforming possibly even Chelsea, and in my opinion, definitely Liverpool. I think the form that they were in right after the restart and towards the end of the season was unbelievable. They got unlucky in the Europa League, but I think they were in such great form in the Premier League. I think you boys can agree. And I really think that they're going to have an unbelievable season. So I would put them at third, but I guess that's me stating my case for putting them in top four. And I think you guys can agree with me.
I mean, you cannot tell me right now that you're about to put a team who scored 99 points and blew away everyone else in the Premier League. You want to put them at fourth?
Can I tell you why I would? Because Chelsea won the league in 2014-15, finished 10th place the next season, and then won the league the season after that.
Yeah,
You
but
don't know what
Chelsea's a
can happen.
garbage club. We're talking about Liverpool here. All right.
We're gonna pretend you didn't just say that.
Yeah, we're not. We're
All
gonna
right,
talk
all
about
right.
that later.
Liverpool's sitting at 3. There's not even.
Can we,
a question.
okay, no, I'm
Yeah.
not arguing. Can we agree
There's
that?
2 votes for 3.
Can we agree
Anyways,
that Manchester United goes fourth?
Yeah,
No question.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree that.
I think the top 4 is pretty solid. I think these
I
are the
think
top
they'll-
4 no matter what.
I think they'll compete with Liverpool, maybe even dropping Chelsea down the third place. They're going to compete for third place, but I think we're going to see them.
Let's
I
just
think it's
all
gonna be
agree.
close
couple
between all of
points.
them.
Let's just all agree that that's the top four no matter what.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the most competitive.
Unless we see a Leicester
four.
City, 2015-16. So I think we can all agree that this is going to be the top four. I don't see any team cracking the top four other than these four guys here. Do we all agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think there's really any debate for it. But now we go to the 5th and 6th place, which is I can guarantee we probably all have different predictions for this. So I'm going to start off with my 5th place prediction. It's a very dodgy one, but I'm going to go with the Gunners. I'm going with Arsenal. Not a great season from last
Ew.
season at all. Not a great season at all. They've been in this position a lot in the past. They're always finishing, 5th, even top 4 back, a few years ago. I understand that they had a very, very bad season. But the way they've played after the restart, the way they played recently, I think that they're going to make top 5, if not 6. I would put them 5th and 6th in the Europa League.
yeah, I agree. I agree with Europa League spot.
Maybe not 5th, though.
Maybe not 5th. I
You
can put them
I
at
think-
6th.
Yeah. Well, I could put them at 6. I
Okay,
think
let's put it-
5th. 5th's
Okay,
got to be
put 'em
Leicester
in-
City.
yeah. Okay, so then what do you guys have
Leicester?
for 5th then?
I think-
Sorry.
I think Wolves
think-
are 5th.
No, I think Tottenham. Tottenham's going to surprise us.
You think?
Tottenham?
Tottenham's going to surprise us. Mourinho's not messing around. He's not going to coach a garbage team again. He would never do that 2 years in a row.
He did it with United and Tottenham.
Yeah.
Here-
I think. Okay, so Arsenal's definitely here.
Let me tell you what I have for 6th. I know it's crazy that I put Arsenal above Wolves, but I do have Wolves for 6th. So I'm happy with putting Wolves 5th, Arsenal 6th, if you guys want.
Yeah, that's what I have.
And then if you wanna
Because wait, think about it. Wolves didn't play a single preseason game. Sheffield was their first match in over a month.
they played very well, but at the same time you have to realize Sheffield didn't play well at all.
It's Sheffield.
That's also
I
very
mean.
true.
But also,
They also-
this is just the first game. Anything can happen. Flukes can happen. You never know. Like, this is only the first game. We can't judge it off of what happened this weekend.
I want to
That's
say
just
though,
happening.
someone who's going to compete for a Europa League spot. This might be a little bit crazy.
Let's hear it.
Everton. I think Everton's going to be heavily competing for a Europa.
Well, I'll
League
tell you
spot.
what. I have them at 7th place. Now that we're getting in there.
I would agree.
So yeah, do you want to put Tottenham at
by
7?
just a little margin.
Okay.
I think Tottenham 7th, Everton 8th is
Let's
fair.
talk- I do want to talk about Everton a little bit. I do want to talk about them. Unbelievable, the management, all the signings: James Rodriguez, Decourier from Watford, and Allen.
Yeah.
I mean, they got perfect midfield, really.
They
James
have
Rodriguez
an
is a
all-star midfield.
Brilliant.
One of the
signing,
best. Honestly, one of the best in the Premier League.
I'd say.
Yeah, better than average.
Keep in mind, for a lot of the season last season, Everton was relegation zone. They definitely got it going towards the end of the season, towards the second half.
They're
But they're moving up. I could say I'm hoping, I want them to be in the Europa League. It's probably not going to happen, but 7th to 9th place is looking good for them. I put them at 7th. You want to know where I put Tottenham? I kept them in this area. Oh no, I didn't. I put them in 10th.
I don't know about 10th.
I put Tottenham in
I
10th.
don't know. I do not know about 10th.
I put Leicester in here.
I put Leicester at
9th.
9th. So we put Leicester City at 9th place. On my table, I put them at 9th as well. It's really hard because they were top 3 for most of the season last year, and then they lost their edge a bit and they went down to 5th. Do you guys think Jamie Vardy is going to have as good of a season this season?
I think it's going to be very difficult to top last season. I think he's going to have a great season, but I don't think it's going to be better than last year because last season was just incredible. I mean, he
was
so good. It's
Golden Boot
crazy.
winner.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think he's still going to play great, and he's playing for a great team. But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to do exactly what he did last year.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. I don't see it either. I think it might be the beginning of the end, but I don't think it'll be like a steep fall off. I think it'll gradually make his way up.
Agree. I think he will be scoring goals this season, just not 22, was it? I don't remember how much.
Yeah.
22, I don't know. But so here we go. We got the top 9 here. Now we're going to go to mid-table. Like I said, I have Tottenham at my 10th position, but maybe that's just me being a Chelsea fan. But I don't know. So we're going to go to 11th place. I have Sheffield United. I love Sheffield United. I really do. They finished, what was it, 8th, 7th last year?
9th.
Was it really not? Okay, they dropped. They were in a really good position. They played really, really well. I know they didn't have a good performance against Wolves today, but I'm still going to put
They had a bad 10 minutes.
I don't think they're going to drop too far. I'm going to put them at 10th place.
I'm going to have to disagree with you.
Who do you got?
And this is a bit of a shout, but I'm going to have to put Leeds over Sheffield.
Leeds at the top 10.
Playing against Liverpool and being able to compete with them, although Liverpool had a good amount of mistakes, which allowed Leeds to be able to stay in the game. I think their performance, they're going to be a top 10 team, no question.
I don't even mind that.
What about Watford beating Liverpool 3-0 and getting relegated?
It's a fluke.
Okay.
Exactly.
So what makes today not a fluke? Or a couple days ago not a fluke?
Okay.
It's an interesting point.
But listen, champions of the championship, not a big deal, whatever. Played great down there. I think they're going to be able to bring that up. They have a great coach. They've got a solid team. They bought Rodrigo from
who gave away that last-minute penalty.
Yeah, but it adds a lot of skill to the team. I think they're going to be 10th.
Okay, that's not even a bad prediction.
I'm going to put Sheffield at 10th.
I mean, no, you're a Sheffield fan. Yeah, you're being biased.
I'm agreeing with that. But I think they're going to finish 10th.
Okay.
The way they play. The way they play is just different than everyone else.
Hey, boys, real quick, I have to say, I'm looking at my Premier League, my table that I made for myself, and I've got 20 teams, but I don't see Leeds. I don't see Leeds. I think I put a team twice. I put Wolves twice. I put Wolves at 6th and 8th.
How'd you do that? That's so close. How'd you do that?
I don't have Leeds in my mind. They're out of my mind right now. I don't need Leeds in there. All right, so I don't have Leeds. So I guess I have an invalid opinion on Leeds today. But I think we should put Sheffield at 10th since Parker and I agreed with that. Can we put Leeds at 11th?
I can put Leeds at 11th.
Because they're not a bad team. They're not
bad.
About that. I think they're better than Sheffield.
They're
I don't know about that.
Hard to say.
Very hard to say.
They're definitely gonna be close. I would say that Sheffield.
He's Norwegian. Sander. Yeah, that's right.
Sander Berge.
Does Leeds have that?
No, they have the worst striker in the Premier League. They have Patrick Bamford.
Exactly.
Who
scored against Liverpool.
Mistake. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are we on? 12th place? 13th place? No, 12th place.
12th.
I have a team that I really, really like a lot, and that's Brighton and Hove Albion. I put them at 12th place because I was going to put them a bit higher, but I can't put them above any of these guys here. 12th is going to put them.
I would have put them at 11th, but
really,
they're set on Leeds.
I already know. By the way,
so.
Eco has them relegated for sure.
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah. Brighton's not a good team.
Wait. What place? 18th, 19th. Or
okay, but let's hear.
No,
but let's wait. Let's hear why.
I have them 18th, barely.
Let's hear why you think they're a bad team.
They're not a good team. Listen to me.
Let them explain.
What are they missing?
Let him explain. Let him explain.
They played versus Chelsea. Kind of a falling apart team they had today. They didn't have like what was 5 or 6 of their starters, whatever.
Okay.
And they still played terribly.
They
Okay,
dominated. They
they had
dominated
a
Chelsea
good
in the
first half. They had a good first half, but then they fell off and they could do nothing, which shows they don't have depth. They don't have people to sub in when they need the energy. They don't have any of that. So they're going to be able to maybe last the first half. In the second half, they're just going to get destroyed because they don't have the depth. They weren't buying anyone for depth. I don't think we can see them being.
And we don't know how serious Adam Lallana's injury is. Who was that big guy they brought in? Him and Beltman.
Yeah.
So we don't know how serious that is. I can agree.
Well-
However, oh, go ahead.
Well, something I would like to bring up is Brighton Chelsea preseason match, 1-0 with a pen being missed, and that's with Ziyech playing for Chelsea.
Here's where I
That is
disagree,
true.
though. Here's where I disagree. It was 1-0. Yeah, it was a penalty. It was 1-0 for the whole first half with no penalty. 1-0 in the whole first half. In the second half, everybody came off, pretty much. Ziyech was out with an injury.
That's also true.
Clark Salter came on. I think Motson came on. A lot of the younger guys came on. So that's not really the Chelsea first team. And then the penalty happened. Both penalties happened in the second half. Chelsea's first team, Conor Gallagher came on. A lot of the first team was not on for the second half. So that's why I don't really count the Brighton game as a demonstration of Brighton themselves. But I don't know. I thought they played unbelievable in the first half today. Really. I mean, I was getting very frustrated watching, obviously because I'm a Chelsea fan. I was very frustrated that we were getting dominated in the midfield. Chelsea wasn't playing great, but you can't take anything away from Brighton. I hate to pause the video at this moment, but right now we're going to hear a word from Eco about our sponsors. So, bro, just show the ad. Here's Eco.
Hey guys, I'm here to talk to you about Spike. Spike is a great all-purpose seasoning and rub. It's good on salads, vegetables, eggs, chicken, fish, meats, and I especially like it on popcorn. If you use Spike Original instead of regular salt, you can reduce your sodium intake by more than 30% and still get a salty, delicious flavor naturally, with no chemicals or additives. It's available in most health or natural food stores and many grocery stores, and online at Amazon, Vitacost, Lucky Vitamins, and others.
Tariq Lamptey, what a player. What a player.
But can one do it? Can one
No.
player do it all for them?
No, and not no.
Yeah, but they have other pieces.
They've got Maupai, who's a great striker.
Leandro Trossard.
He's one of the exactly. Maupai is one of those guys that can sort of not carry a team, but he can definitely lift the team to a better place. He's one of those guys. And then hopefully Lallana stays fit. Without Lallana, it's going to be pretty hard for them, I think. But
They also got Bissouma, who's developing.
He's developed. I think he played well today as well. I mean, I can't say any Brighton player played poor. They just didn't stand out as much as Tariq. I mean, he stood out among everyone. I would have given him the man of the match. I don't know who got it. Was it Reece?
Probably.
Reece.
I mean, also Brighton had a lot of chances that they missed
they really did
in that match too.
Tariq
Which is something I saw with Sheffield against Wolves today.
Mm.
Was they didn't really have anyone who could cross the ball in until Sander came on and they got better chances.
And Wolves didn't dominate. They had a goal in the second and 6th minute. They had two goals right in the space of the first 6 minutes. I think they played poorly at the beginning, but I'm not going to take anything away from Sheffield either. I think that they played decent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a great debut for Ramsdale, who lets up, in the first 6 minutes, already lets up 2 goals.
He made some pretty good saves though.
He did make some great saves. And again, I know he's no Dean Henderson, but Ramsdale is still a very good young keeper. And I'm glad that he made the move away from Bournemouth because he's a Premier League goalkeeper, not a Championship goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So we're now on. Oh, did we decide? Oh, wait, no, we're talking about Brighton for so long. All right, so
I'd put Brighton on 12. I mean, I think that just.
I do want to see who Eco would put for the next position. Let's just say 15th place for Eco. Who you got? Who your 14th place was?
This is 12.
This is a little crazy. I have West Ham.
Okay.
Look, they weren't great last season. I think it was a bit of an off season. They're usually like a mid-table team, Last season was the first time that we've seen them, really dangerously in
Relegation
in the
zone.
relegation zone for past couple of years. So I feel like this season they're going to be able to bounce back. They don't want to. They were there. They were at the point where they're like, guys, we might be getting relegated. I don't think they're going to go through that again. I think they're going to sit mid-table, 13th or 14th. Honestly,
Okay.
I'm fine with
Parker,
that.
what did you have for West Ham? I'm interested to see if we had a similar viewpoint.
West Ham, I had like 15th, 14th. I mean, I just don't see any consistency out of them. I feel like it's going to be a different story every week for what went wrong or what happened.
Mm-hmm. I went for a bit of a shocker. I put West Ham at the top of the relegation zone. I put them at 18th. I see them getting relegated. I don't see them having a better season than they did last year. That's just facts for me. I really don't. There's not much improvement, in my opinion.
So you see them being worse than Burnley, Fulham, West Brom? You see them being?
No, I don't. I don't see them. The two teams you just said after that. No, but I do see them worse than Burnley. I'm not gonna say Burnley's gonna do too poorly. I mean, yeah, they lost Jeff Hendrick, but I don't think Burnley's gonna do. I don't think West Ham's gonna do better than Burnley.
Burnley's well managed.
They really and they play nice as a team.
So what? Brighton 12?
Yeah. Brighton 12.
We can put Brighton 12.
13 is.
You guys can put. Well, let me see what I got for 13. I got Southampton. Danny Ings is not going to have.
I was thinking about Southampton.
Thank you. He's not going to have the season, Danny Ings, that he had last season. But he's not going to score 0 goals.
I think they're going to be 15th, though. I don't think they're going to crack top 14.
I would, if that's me, I think I would put Southampton at 14th, and then I could put Burnley at 15th.
Burnley 15th.
I have them at 14 on my table.
I don't know about that.
But because now think about it.
Well, 13th I have Burnley.
Where did they finish last season?
10th.
And that's very true that we're thinking like we're gonna put them -5. That's kind of sus.
And it's also their best season they've ever had in the Prem.
But here's the thing. I would still put Southampton over Burnley.
I would put Southampton over Burnley. I would put West Ham over Burnley.
All right, so then we'll go Southampton 13, Burnley 14?
Yeah.
Burnley 14. And then
No. Southampton is 14. Oh no, sorry. Yeah.
No.
And then we could put 15th West Ham if you want. I put them in my relegation zone, but if you guys think they're higher,
I have them lower.
Okay, so why don't we?
I mean, they're
test the waters.
They're in the battle.
Okay, we'll put them in the battle. Let's go to 15th place. I'm going to say Crystal Palace. Wilfred Zaha. I'm not saying he's a world-class player, but I agree with that. Obviously a great player. Again, I know I'm biased, but they've got Batshuayi coming in at their striker, who I think will make an impact. Not a huge impact, but he'll make an impact. They've got the team to stay in the Premier League. I don't think they're going to get relegated. They're not going to do any worse than they did last year.
I disagree.
As long as Batshuayi can learn how to hit the tap-in goals, I think that I can agree with Aiden. I think they won't get relegated.
Well, let's do fingers crossed for Batshuayi this season. Then.
I feel like I have Crystal Palace in my relegation. I have them at 18th, but
no.
That's also because last season they just did not look nearly as good from the beginning. Like they progressively got worse, in my opinion.
Okay.
Crystal Palace.
Can we do this real quick? Can we just put them in the battle and then just see who else we have?
Yeah.
Okay. So who's that last team staying up? I think we all have the same one. Well, wait, no, we don't. Because West Ham for me is relegated. Who do you guys have in?
Crystal Palace for me is relegated.
I have Newcastle.
I have Newcastle. Yeah.
Gotta be Newcastle. If anything, I feel bad for not putting them higher.
I just don't think Villa's gonna get relegated though.
I could see Villa and Newcastle fighting, but I also think Burnley's gonna.
I will make a trade for you guys. I will put Villa up and Palace down.
No, guys,
I would
Burnley
do that.
Down. Burnley down.
Burnley's not getting relegated.
No, I think Villa up, Palace down.
I can agree with that. I don't personally agree with that.
But part of it is also because I think Zaha's gonna leave before the transfer window closes.
Okay, if he does, I think they're getting relegated. If he doesn't, I would put Newcastle in relegation zone before I put Crystal Palace.
I think Newcastle's a Premier League side, but they just don't have the consistent squad It's the same story with West Ham. Like I don't see them like being great, but I also don't see them being trash.
It's really tough. These 4 teams right here: West Ham, Newcastle, Villa, and Palace. It's
I think
very
Crystal
tough.
Palace would make it over West Ham. Aston Villa, maybe that's
That's
a
the
bit
thing. But that's the thing. That's why I
of a
put
difference.
that's why I put West Ham in my relegation zone and put Palace back up.
No, I think Palace is going to beat not all of them. I mean, wait, no.
I
I
think
think West Ham's going to beat out all of them.
over.
I think
over
it's going to
Palace.
go. I think it's going to go West Ham.
Wait, to save the
Palace.
stress, can we just
Aston
put
Villa.
West Brom and Fulham down there? Yeah.
Fulham will probably get 6 points this year.
I think. Yeah. It's a
They
shame.
were. I watched the playoff final. That was horrendous.
Wait,
that was
no.
horrendous.
Boys,
Worse
I
than
think West Brom is finishing lower than Fulham.
Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
They're both
I
getting
could see West Brom having 2 points total. I'm gonna put that out. I'm
better.
gonna
Two
put
draws,
that out.
2 draws in 38
Two
games.
draws. Two draws.
Against who,
And guess
Fulham?
what? No, they're gonna be upsets. One against Chelsea, one against Man United.
Dude,
Watch
you think
it.
they're gonna draw
Watch
against
it.
Chelsea?
By the way, I'd love if that happens.
Watch it.
I would love that.
Chelsea. What? So you're calling one against Chelsea?
No,
One
let's just say
against
this.
Chelsea and one against Man United.
Here's Ego's prediction. Forget about the 2 points. Let's just say if West Brom can draw against Chelsea and United in the amount of times they play them,
Hey, let's look at it last year. Sheffield was probably relegation favorites by everyone, and they beat Chelsea 3-0.
that's why I'm scared of putting West Brom and Fulham down there. But I think that we got to wake up a little bit. That doesn't happen every time. That Sheffield
Okay,
thing once in a – not once in
So
a
for my OCD-ness,
Yeah, I know. We gotta. Are we making a swap or are we keeping it the same?
No.
Also,
Crystal Palace
what's
up,
the order of these?
Newcastle down. Crystal Palace replaces
Newcastle-
Newcastle.
Newcastle down?
No.
No.
Yes.
Not
No.
Newcastle down.
How can you put Crystal Palace down but not Newcastle?
That's the thing. I put West Ham
Because
down.
Newcastle just beat West Ham pretty
But-
easily
but
too.
Forget about scoreline. West Ham were in shambles.
All right, I'm gonna make an absolute,
Let's hear it.
a bit of
Let's hear
a,
it.
a bit of a big change to my list.
He's gonna
I'm
put
gonna-
Tottenham down in the
Man City's going down. No, I'm gonna put West Ham in relegation. Crystal Palace.
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah.
And then put okay. Let's put West Ham on the top and then all right. Do we like this order? Or do we I would put
The
Villa.
order,
I'd put Crystal
I-
Palace over Villa.
Yeah.
And Newcastle or
Alright.
just Villa?
No,
I
Crystal
mean-
Palace in front. Crystal Palace in front.
All right, let's look at mid-table again. Is this good in order?
Yeah.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
read it out. Champions of the Premier League 2021, Manchester City. Number 2, we got Chelsea.
Liverpool.
3, Liverpool. 4, United. So those are the Champions League teams. Europa League, we have Arsenal making a return. Wolverhampton in the Europa League again. And then in the outside looking in category, Tottenham, Everton, Leicester City. That's up in the air. If any, honestly, I would put Everton over Tottenham.
No.
Everton.
Yeah,
I would put. I was about to say
Leicester?
Leicester over Everton.
How
No,
about
I
this?
would say
Leicester over
Honestly, I would say
Everton.
Everton, Leicester, Tottenham.
No. Whoa.
Whoa.
Alright.
Whoa.
I don't know about that.
Whoa.
I hate
Guys, let's
Tottenham,
leave
but,
it.
like,
No, let's leave it. Let's leave it.
We'll leave it. We'll leave it.
alright.
At 10th place, we got Sheffield United. 11th, we've got the newly promoted Leeds, which honestly could be a dark horse. I can agree with
No,
that.
I think the dark horse is gonna be Brighton this year.
No.
that's true.
Whoa.
No, but dark horse,
Leeds.
like I don't know. For me, like I obviously didn't even remember Leeds because I didn't put them in my table on accident. But I think
Leeds
they're
top
actually
4,
gonna-
maybe.
Leeds top 4.
Not even close.
All right, then we have Brighton after that. We have Southampton with Danny Ings hopefully scoring close to as many goals. I don't think he will, but hopefully. We have the great compact team of Burnley. And then in the relegation battle, we have Palace with their star striker, Batshuayi, who's going to score. He's going to win the Golden Boot this year, Batshuayi.
Oh yeah, obviously.
33 goals, breaking Mo Salah's record. You reckon? For a relegation team.
2 less games.
Then we have Callum Wilson and Newcastle. I love Callum Wilson very much. He scored, and then obviously St. Maximin. They have a good team. They have good play. Sorry, they have good play.
Aiden bought his jersey before he got big.
I bought his. No, he was pretty big for Bournemouth. He's not. I don't think he's bigger than he was back then, but it's
No, it's the same.
same. And then we have Aston Villa, who the reason why I didn't relegate them is because they made a few new signings and they're bringing
Yeah.
in Emiliano Martinez in goal, who we
All
know
their signings are nice.
we know, first of all, Bertrand Traore, great one. But we know Emiliano Martinez is a great goalkeeper.
Especially for a
Parker and I
bad
first
team.
saw that in the FA Cup final.
That really pissed
I
me
mean,
off. But yeah,
look,
he was really good.
He played
He
really
had a
good.
horrible back line, and he is still able
And he
to
still
play
played.
as good as he was.
No, he made a lot of great saves in that match.
Yep. He
Did it
He's
piss
a
me
bit,
off?
He's
Yes.
a bit old though.
Oh yeah. I think he's a wonderful. No, he's 26.
For a couple. I mean, yeah. So he can last like what, 7 years? That's perfect.
But he's not like a world class. World class. If he was world class, he could last 7 years.
So he could last what, 4 years, 3 years?
Who knows? It's actually unpredictable because he's one of those guys like I'm not comparing these two players, but he's like Robertson in the sense that like Robertson's a late bloomer. You know what I'm saying? He's a late bloomer. Like
Yeah, no,
Emiliano
Robertson
Martinez.
and Martinez are the same player.
Oh yeah.
Basically,
Imagine sticking
hypothetically.
Martinez.
But
at
listen,
left back.
Listen, Martinez, when's the last time he played a full season? Never.
I get
Yeah,
it.
but he's about to.
He's been a backup forever. We don't know if his fitness is good. We don't know if he'll get injured.
I don't think his fitness is a
don't know that.
problem. He's a goalkeeper. He's not going to be sprinting.
Okay, but I mean like injury. I mean like injury.
I don't know. I think I can. You're right. No, you're right though. I can only base him off of skill, but like he came in when Leno got injured and it didn't miss a beat. If anything, he played arguably better than Leno. Leno played underratingly well, but Emiliano Martinez I think is going to have a great season for Villa. I mean, he's better than Pepe Reina. No disrespect to Pepe Reina, who I believe is going back to Milan, right? Because you guys had him on loan there.
No, I
And
think
then-
they sold him.
You sold him probably. If he's 37, so it's like,
Oh yeah, I think he went to like Lazio or something.
did he? Oh,
Yeah, I think he's
fair enough.
Lazio's
Who you
back.
guys are going to use him? You have Donnarumma and Begovic, so
No, we just got a new backup who's kind
Who is
of a
he?
beast.
who?
Can't pronounce his name, but
Oh, great. And then
Lovely.
we go to the relegation zone, which I'm hoping West Ham get relegated because then Declan Rice will leave, which he still might. There's not an official bid yet from Chelsea, but I'm hoping we can get him. And then West Brom and Fulham, again, could be dark horses, could be like Sheffield United. We could see them at mid-table, possibly.
No,
Realistically,
there's no chance.
I don't think so. So that's going to do it for our tier list. Again, the worst thing you can do is predict the entire table. We will do this at the end of the season and see how far off we were. I genuinely think we'll get like 1 or 2 right, if I'm being honest. I think we'll get City.
we're
and we'll
getting the Chelsea at 2 wrong. I'm
no,
putting that out there.
Yeah, Chelsea.
No, we're getting
1.
Brighton right.
Guys, can I be honest? You know what I have at my table right now?
Right.
I made a last-minute adjustment to put City above Chelsea, but I had Chelsea winning the league up until about 30 minutes ago.
That's a
I would have
yikes.
been fuming.
I kind of want
That's scary.
because if you're a Chelsea fan, you want to believe that you can win the league. You don't need to be realistic.
Listen,
Well-
AC Milan's in Europa League this year, but I think we have a chance at
Hey.
winning Champions League.
Yeah, you
I
have
think
to
we
beat
have-
Shamrock.
I think
No,
we have
no,
a
no.
chance at
Eco's gonna
winning
win the Champions. He's right. AC Milan's winning Champions League this year.
Even though they're in Europa.
No, they have a chance at winning.
We're gonna play so good that they're gonna.
I think that you guys have a chance of beating Shamrock and going in. You have to play 2 more games to get into the Europa League.
Really? Oh, really?
I hope something. I hope you guys.
I hope Chelsea get knocked down to Europa League. We have an AC.
So we could
Milan,
slaughter
Chelsea.
you in the
We
round
have
of.
a
Well, if we
AC
played like we
Milan,
did
Chelsea
today.
finale.
We're not
and
gonna
it's
play like
just-
we did today. We're gonna win the league anyway. We're doing the treble. No, we're doing the quadruple. Got
Not even
EFL
gonna
Cup,
win the
FA
league.
Cup, Champions League, and Premier League.
I mean, I wish, but Havertz looked like he was worth 20 mil today.
Not even.
Much
not
less.
even. Quick
Much
10.
less. But that's one game, boys. Trust the process.
At left mid too. At left mid, not even left wing.
We needed Frank Lampard to come on.
Facts.
We really did. All right, so we finished our tier list. We've made our predictions, good or bad. You guys can decide. So these are our predictions. Again, we're going to come back at the end of the season and we're going to see how many we got right and how many we've got wrong. Who knows how many. But that's going to do it. We've made our predictions, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for joining us.